Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm here at the ASTA River Cruise Expo in Vienna. It's actually the last day. I'm here with a familiar face, Zane Kirby, who's the president and CEO of the American Society of Travel Advisors, ASTA. And this is the fourth River Cruise Expo. I've been at all four, and this is the biggest and the best. And we're going to talk to Zane about this conference and a whole lot more on Insider Travel Report.
Thanks, James. This has been, first, thank you for coming here. And
I wouldn't miss it.
And yeah, Vienna has been a fantastic host this week. And again, yes, broke all the records, over 1,300 advisors, 1,700 attendees, 17 total ships, although 2 of them were here for only one day. But
I kept changing that number. I was 16, 17. I don't know. I left it at 16. But
15 were here the whole time, and then two ships were here for just a day. So we're going to go with 17 total.
Okay, so 17 total. I'll revise that number back on the first thing I wrote, and I still have some more to write. So this is the biggest and best ever, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It's, we had a really great event last year in Amsterdam, but this slightly eclipsed it because, we got a few more ships here and we're able to host a few more advisors. That's the real value for advisors, right, is they get to come and they get to kick the tires and understand the itineraries and meet the staff and taste the food and really understand so they can go home and recommend with confidence. And the confidence that's born of that experience. I just had lunch with a couple of advisors. She said, I sold 1 or 2 river cruises in the last 5 years. And I came to Amsterdam last year. I've sold 30 cabins this year. So it makes a huge difference to be able to mix and match and understand exactly what your clients they're gonna fit and feel good, and so they'll come back and book you again.
It is amazing, and you can really choose and know and understand a little bit about the differences between the brands, right?
That's right. I mean, these ships they have their own personality, they have their own itineraries, they have their own staff, and so there's a lot here to sort of unpack and understand. So that again, not every ship fits every person, and so it's important for you to get it right for your clients, so that again they'll build their confidence and trust in you.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of them there's some ships that are absolutely wowing people who had not seen this before. Now you mentioned Vienna. How has Vienna been to work with for this conference?
Yeah, a wonderful host city. We grew so big that we had to use the convention center. That was the first time.
That was the first time. Yeah, you haven't done that before.
No, and so they've been wonderful. They made the Senum Palace available to us the other night, and Vienna is a beautiful city of music. They've been a wonderful host.
Now, just from your perspective, what have been some of the highlights of this event?
Wow, it's hard to even sort of piece through things. I think we had such a wonderful opening general session. It ran for 3 hours and 45 minutes. It had a break in the middle, but I'll tell you what, it moves so quickly. Having Tor Hagen here with Rudy Schreiner.
And that was a surprise at the last minute, right?
It was a surprise.
It was something I suggested to you last year, and you said, and then you went for him, and you did.
You spoke it into the universe, and it came about. Yeah. And so thank you for that, James, because I think it was really one of the great features of the event. We had a major media panel as well.
That had Arnie hosting all the consumer editors, where I discovered that many of them haven't really been on that many river cruises. So.
No, but it was really insightful about general trends in travel and like what the consumer is thinking and doing, and so I thought that both of those panels were a highlight for me. And then honestly, it's just getting to sit with advisors, and we take positions that are important for the entire agency community, right. And we take both on the governmental side and on the supplier advocacy side, and so being able to sit and have a nice hour and a half lunch with them and to really dig in and understand their business.
We've had lots of lunches here.
We have.
And dinners.
Lunches, that's right. And look, that time with advisors for me is a real highlight.
Yeah. No, it's probably you don't quite have the same interaction at a ASTA travel advisor conference even.
No, it's true. This is a little more relaxed, and again, over a few more days, and I really get to some good quality time.
So why do you think this ASTA River Cruise Expo is so successful? And did you even envision how successful it would be?
This was this spring from the brain of our good friend Bob.
Bob, our good friend. It was amazing, and I was with Bob with you in Croatia when all this was coming down, and so sad that he didn't live to see it. But you always pay tribute to his memory at these events.
Yeah, I to know Bob was to love him, and we sorely miss him. But this was his idea, and I remember him going to the River Cruise Lines at the time 4 years ago and saying, "I've got this idea. It's so hard to get advisors and ships in the same place because they're always out being used. What if we start the week before the river cruise season opens and get them all in one place and let advisors have a look?" And what a powerful idea. And so I think Bob would really be pleased to see how this has grown and how his sort of initial vision has being executed by the team at ASTA.
Well, the problem you have is they seem to be extending the seasons even more now. They're almost never. There's only about a month now, maybe 2, where the ships aren't in the water.
It's true, yeah, and it's certainly expanded. So we're going to have our wits about us if we're going to grow again in the future, for sure.
Now, where you are going to Amsterdam, back to Amsterdam next year, right?
That's right. Yeah, very excited about that. It's the second week of March in 2026. Looking forward to being back in Amsterdam. They too were a fantastic city, a fantastic host, and there's so many things to do, so many museums, so much art and history that we're looking forward to getting back there.
Maybe we could do some biking afterwards there.
James, if you could just keep up. No.
I was
last year. That's going to have a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun. And then, of course, when this airs, you're going to have a place where you can register, but it might be too late, right?
Yeah, we do have a slightly larger of registration availability for next year, but I think there'll be space for anyone who wants to come.
So you think you're going to get more attendance and more ships next year, right?
We'll have a few more ships, and I think we'll have a slightly higher attendance.
Yeah, because it looks great, and we've done it before. Now, how big can this event get?
That's a great question. What's important is that the river cruise lines, the ship that we sat on last night is being powered by hydrogen and batteries, and so its carbon footprint is like a tiny fraction, and it's much more efficient than as long as the cruise lines keep bringing out more product and different product, and as long as they keep innovating, I think that this idea of a River Cruise Expo is going to have legs. I think the other thing is that there's a whole lot of advisors in the United States that are not yet turned on to river cruising.
It's surprising. When we think about it, we've been doing it for 4 years now, but there are still a lot that they walk on and they've never sold a river cruise before.
There's a lot to learn, and Alex Pinella from AMA Waterways said the other day, if you do this conference right, you can get a 2-year education in 4 days. And again, from the advisors that I've talked to, it's really supercharged their business.
Yeah. Now let's talk about. Where else can you host this event? We have Budapest, Amsterdam, and now Vienna. And I said, well, there's really not too many ports. And then, of course, Rudy Schreiner of AMA Water spoke up in the back and said, you can go to Dusseldorf and you can go to Basel and all kinds of places.
We're going to have to look at that, yeah. We've done a little bit of homework there, but you're right. If we're going to get 15, 18, 20 ships in, so that, again, that's the value for advisors, is seeing them all in one place, because otherwise you'd have to come over to Europe at least 4 or 5 or 6 different times and try to catch them while they're in port, and that's really hard to do. So that's where the real value is, and so we're going to see how that works out in the future. I'm not quite sure that all those cities can host the ships, but certainly we'll be looking for new and exciting venues for the River Cruise Expo to be hosted.
Now, I want to give you a chance to because a lot in this conference you kept repeating the value of the Verified Travel Advisor program that you have, about 900 plus, and you really are encouraging all travel advisors to sign up. And you kept talking about it. Tell us a little bit about why and when and how.
The real reason is that the barriers to entry in our industry have been far too low for far too long. Anyone can call themselves a travel advisor. And the real problem with that is that because anyone can do it, some unsavory people do. And some people get defrauded, and whenever that happens, and those make big headlines, obviously, and whenever that happens, it really hurts the entire profession. So ASTA decided to do something about it. We have an educational course It's 4 courses. It's legal, legal obligations and regulatory compliance, and then ethics. And if you take these 4 courses and you also prove a certain amount of business that you've done over the years, and you treat clients right, you can be an ASTA verified travel advisor.
And you can be on the website and you maybe get leads.
We're promoting travel advisors and verified travel advisors in a brand new way. We finally put a paid advertising campaign in addition to all the earned media activities that we do. And so, yeah, for the first time in a very long time, we're putting serious money behind promoting verified travel advisors to the traveling public. In fact, about 2,000 people a day are going to verivacation.com to look and search destinations and find advisors who specialize in those destinations.
Anything else you want to say to our travel advisors out there?
No, I hope to see you in Salt Lake in May. We're going to have a travel advisor conference and hope that we see more of you there.
And it's great to see you, Zane. And next year we got to do some biking.
Sounds great, James. I'll see you there.
I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.